Muy buenas tardes, raza que está pendiente del E3. Vamos a comenzar a transmitir un poco de lo que se va a vivir en la conferencia de EA. Mi compañero Fifi.
Muy buenas tardes. Está muy interesante, ya estamos viendo las primeras tacos.
Lo estamos
¿Qué juego es ese?
viendo a través de YouTube. No sé, desconozco. Vamos a ver con qué nos sorprenden. ¿Esperas alguna novedad?
Oh my gosh, how cool is
Era Ganondorf, ¿no?
So that
Del 64.
was Anthem. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee. And
Están ahí, los vatos están todos sentados en las sillas de plástico de coca, ¿sí estás viendo?
So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And
Tengo entendido que van a anunciar FIFA 1000 y Sims 4, no sé qué season.
EA Play is more than just the show.
Fíjate que de EA no me fijé en la lista de lo que tenían preparado hace unos momentos en el pre de la conferencia. Vi que iban a hacer un torneo de FIFA, pero pues es de lo único que estoy enterado.
Y también van a sacar el Battlefield 5.
Ah, sí.
No sé si viste los anuncios.
Sí.
Supongo que van a decir más cosas sobre eso.
Obviamente tienen que profundizar en los trailers que aventaron.
With a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer.
Now,
I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah,
Me se va a dar fin de la pela.
last month, but we've got some new stuff to
Pero
show you
pues es de
today.
lo que
Then we're
pega
going to move
más.
on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some
Sí, pero
big
no.
news, you guys. Any World Cup fans? You guys excited? Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Then we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the
Dos
show with
nuevos
some of my
indies.
favorite developers to give you guys a nice,
Lo que
meaty
siempre
look
quisiste,
at
¿no?
Anthem.
Microtransacciones
Underground, la madre.
Yeah,
indies.
we
Sí,
got
sí,
moves
sí.
for Anthem. I'm into it. You want to do this with me?
¿Se la está ligando?
Well, wouldn't it be fun,
Sí.
you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him
Por
a
favor,
break.
dime
He
que
needs to
la
just
alaban a
enjoy
su
the
novia.
show.
No sé, quién sabe.
Let's get things started.
Mira,
Mira, es
varios
el Mario Peleas.
con armas.
Sí.
Solo fue un teaser, no tenían ya trailers.
Ya lo pasaron y todo, y ya está todo, pero no sé qué van a decir. Creo que van a hablar del multiplayer.
¿Esperas que
Pero
incorporen
no-
algo o lo mismo de siempre?
Yo supongo que es lo mismo de siempre, no sé qué van a hacer nuevo.
There's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see
¿Sabes?
more
Estoy
gameplay
en contra de
innovations.
los
You want to know
trailers
how customization
de juegos de
actually
guerra.
works. We want to know more about our take on the
¿Por
Second
qué?
World War. So
Pues es que
today,
siempre
we'll
muestran
show
lo
you more
mismo.
gameplay and why this is the deepest and most
Estaría más
immersive
conforme con un
battlefield
gameplay
yet.
chico,
It certainly is.
más que un trailer.
You will be able to dive and smash through with
Ah, ya te entendí.
surprise your enemies.
Pues tienen que también tener un tráiler, ¿no? Para agarrar banda.
Stationary. You will
Aparte
now
del
be
gameplay.
able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages.
Qué
And
pedo.
our renowned destruction system is back and more impactful than ever. So, well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore
Las
as they come chasing you
interacciones con los
through,
mundos
as they rip
acerca
through
de
those buildings.
destrucción.
And you will now be
Buena
able to
característica de los
customize your
Battlefield, ¿no?
soldiers, your
¿No lo
vehicles,
crees?
and your weapons, not only for
Nada,
the
¿sí?
battle, but for the
Supongo
loot.
que es lo más
Part of our portrayal of the
Pues creo
second
que es de los,
visible cuando lo juegas.
And
creo que es de
this
los
is the
pocos
tip of the
juegos que tiene una
iceberg in
interacción
Battlefield 5.
tan grande
You're
con
going to see a
el
lot more of our
mundo.
new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So
Sí, que creo que
let's
eso
talk
llama
about
mucho
our
la
single
atención.
player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do
Y
it.
también tienen unos mapas muy grandes. No sé si lo estén haciendo, pero por ejemplo, el Battlefield 3
That got us.
tenía unos mapas muy grandes, muy grandes.
It's about what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever.
Ahí viene el punto
Real
fuerte.
and,
Vamos a hablar
real
de
and
gráficas.
relatable people facing the brutality of war. We started off by
Vamos a
an
perder
exclusive
jugabilidad
look
por
at
meterle
the
gráficas.
Nordlys war
Vamos a ver
story
si
over
pueden
at the
rescatar esa
Xbox
área.
briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow. So, our launch in October is just the beginning. You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes,
¿No escuchaste?
no
Sí.
premium pass.
Segunda Guerra Mundial.
No van a tener cajitas, pues está muy bien.
Bring something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
It's Royale. It's Royale reimagined for Battlefield. So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience.
¿Cómo que el Royal?
We will bring you
¿A
experience
qué se refiere?
that
No sé
you
a qué se
haven't
refiere.
played before, in Battlefield or anywhere else. But more about that later this year.
So with that,
Pero pues
it's time to
prácticamente
show you
describió lo
what makes
mismo que todos los
Battlefield
Battlefields, ¿no?
so
No he
special.
visto que haya
It's
dicho
the
algo nuevo.
unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time it's even more epic.
Supongo que lo van a mostrar, ¿no? Porque no dijeron nada. ¿no?
Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
A ver. Es un simple trailer.
Sí. Bueno, ellos mencionan el realismo humano. ¿Qué te parece a ti?
Dijeron que quieren hacer, creo que se referían en cuanto a la campaña, de cómo la guerra, cómo se expresa la guerra, ¿no? O sea, cómo te impacta en los humanos.
Ah, ok. Yo lo vi por el lado
Creo que
de
es
los chicos. Ajá.
creo que se especializaron en la campaña en esta parte.
Sí. Ah,
Y
ok.
supongo que ese tráiler es de la campaña. Supongo. Battlefield Vergas. Ahí dice.
Ikke en dråpe. Jeg elsker deg.
Sus!
No mostraron ni vergas.
No.
Ya.
Quando eu era criança, sempre sonhei em tornar-me um campeão. É preciso determinação e vontade de vencer.
Pero mira, ahí está el punto fuerte de EA.
Até mesmo nos momentos mais difíceis, tu tens de continuar a acreditar. Esta é a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo. Tu és um campeão.
Tú eres un campeón, Fifi.
Yo estoy en campeón. Quizá que mostraran un poco del gameplay o qué tiene de nuevo.
Es lo que te estoy argumentando toda la presentación de Battlefield. No hicieron nada. Aquí es donde entra el hype.
Pues la gente no está tan emocionada que digamos.
Pues veamos que saca EA porque acaban de ponerlo más pesado.
That's the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete and icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff cemented their legacies. The world's biggest league joins the world's game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision
Pues siempre lo han hecho, si todos los trailers son iguales, de esos vatos.
in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more.
Hay unos pequeños cambios en las
As Aaron
físicas,
said,
pero
the UEFA Champions League
todos
is
lo
an
mismo
amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be
Mira.
an authentic Champions League
¿Antes no estaba o qué?
Your
no.
club will chase this trophy in career mode.
No.
Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League glory in your story
Fíjate que
mode, The
para
Journey,
los
and
jugadores de
Está bien.
FIFA creo que es
there'll
una
be
buena
live and
incorporación
authentic
la
Champions League
Champions
content.
League en el
And
juego.
we'll share more details on that, along with all our other Ultimate Team features later this summer.
And all that's just the beginning. As you know, the heart and soul of FIFA is gameplay. And this year, we're giving you the tools to control the pitch in every moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each technical touch. And we know how passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community. From hands-on tests with beginners to detailed feedback sessions with FIFA pros.
Suena como si estuviera
We
super
shared
polido.
gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you
Pues
right
eso es a
now
lo que le
is that the
dedican más
quality
tiempo.
bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year.
Punto muy fuerte
So we
en
look forward to
FIFA.
everybody
Me imagino que
experiencing
cada
the
año
game
se
on the
esfuerzan
hands-on
mucho en
sessions
hacerlo.
this week. And also, of course, we're extremely
Mejorarlo.
excited for everybody to play it when we launch on September 28th. And that's our FIFA 19 news, headlined by the UEFA Champions League. But I just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect. Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal. You know, growing up, there's two iconic trophies that every
Se le acabó las palabras al otro. Está hablando del trofeo.
club
No tiene nada que hacer.
this one.
Ya se le acabó todo.
Champions League glory.
Ya mencionaron todo el juego.
But for your
Ya,
country,
vámonos.
it's this
Sí.
trophy.
Pero tiene
The
que
World
cubrir
Cup.
tiempo, entonces me explico.
And with the tournament starting in just 5 days, we're excited for the world to compete for it in FIFA 18.
As you can imagine, all of us on the FIFA team can't wait for the start of the World Cup. And we want to celebrate with FIFA 18 players, which is why we've just updated the game with a free World Cup experience on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch. But you can take Ronaldo and Portugal to their first World Cup victory. Or you
Dijo
can write your own story
PlayStation
with some
y
great
PS.
nations who didn't qualify this year. Or
PC,
you can make a
de
fantasy dream
computadora.
a reality
No,
for your
pero
home
después
country
dijo
like
PC
mine,
de computadora.
Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only
una pose atención.
350,000 people would ever qualify?
Pero supongo que cubren todo.
Obviamente,
can feel
pero
their
creo que
excitement.
mencionó 2 veces PlayStation.
Y va a estar haciendo la ola. Y el puto.
El
Apologies
puto.
to any England fans in the room, that might still sting. And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now
Wow.
for free.
Están emocionadísimos.
partidas.
So to kick off the trial, we've got some of the world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
Está bien.
And this summer will bring so much more for FIFA fans. Plenty of FIFA 18 content centered around the World Cup, and we'll bring you all the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank you, and auf la vista!
Dijo, viva México, ¿no? Algo así dijo.
efectivamente.
It is the big day on the biggest stage at the World Cup.
Good morning. EA Sports, FIFA
Me pregunto si con cada año harán buenos juegos de FIFA o la afición es tan grande que no importa.
No, fíjate que si has tenido el placer de jugar FIFA viejitos, a lo que es la fecha de hoy, sí han mejorado mucho. ¿Alguna vez jugaste FIFA 2002?
No recuerdo.
No.
Creo
Por
que
ejemplo,
jugué el 2007 en algún momento.
el 2002 a comparación del 2006, la diferencia de la precisión en los pases es muy grande. Ya tiene un poquito más de autonomismo hacer el pase de un jugador a otro, en lugar de que en FIFA 2002 tenías que poner la palanca exactamente hacia donde querías que fuera el balón, pero no lograbas casi ningún efecto. Entonces, sí han mejorado los FIFAs, pero fíjate que no estoy seguro los años, pero de un tiempo para acá los cambios ya son mínimos. Como que ya descubrieron cómo pulirlo bien.
For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms. For others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week, we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription.
Sí, no,
and we
no sé si
started
hayas visto
subscription a
que ya
number of years
están
ago,
queriendo
and many
implementar
millions
eso,
of you have signed
el
up and
streaming de
experienced the
videojuegos.
joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games.
No sé.
Sí, sí, he escuchado, pero no sé qué tan sólido vaya a estar. No me llama mucho la atención un streaming.
Pero
O sea, no veo cuál es lo chido ahí.
Es que no es tanto el streaming, es como que jugar el juego en la nube. Dejar formatos físicos y dejar formatos digitales a un lado y ya empezar a jugar en la nube.
And there'll be many more titles in the years to come.
Yo lo veo
No
bien,
me gusta ese.
lo veo bien para una opción, porque te ahorra espacio. Pero, por ejemplo, en un Nintendo Switch, desaprovechas completamente el poder de la consola. Siento que no es buena idea. Aunque ya está viendo varios juegos.
Sí es buena idea, pero creo que no es lo mejor para el consumidor.
Los Batman son muy buenos también.
Fíjate que nunca los he jugado.
No has tenido el gusto. Tan buenos, fíjate.
Me pegan la verga.
Para que te des una idea, es algo así como un Assassin's Creed, pero con
bueno.
Mod de Batman, y bueno.
Hey everybody, what's up? So I'm here sitting inside the crowded EA Play.
Aquí sentado con los pinches raros.
Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
Es la reencarnación de Robbie Williams, ¿no?
¿Cómo te sientes chido?
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah! So, I've seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing.
Tenemos chingos de bugs. No la hagas de pedo.
But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas
on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going
¿Te parece
wild
si
right
leo
now.
algunas de los
So the Star
comentarios de
Wars
nuestros
name
amigos
is
que están mandando?
Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo!
Adelante.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Veamos.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a
Ya
lightsaber?
comenzó.
Yes.
Battlefield 5, papi.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Destrucción por
Well,
todos
it
lados.
takes place during the dark times.
Que los
Trying to be a
abucharon.
little
¿Pusiste
vague here,
atención?
but
Yo
when
no
the
escuché ningún
Jedis are
abucheo.
being hunted,
No, no escuché.
spectacular.
So for all the hardcore nerds out there who want to know like where in the timeline, like
Pura
between
basura.
which episodes.
Yo lo único que escuché es que gritaron Guti. Guti en toda la
Right
presentación.
between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time. You got
La
any
historia,
other
no
tidbits?
mames.
It's not a nice.
It's a
Emocionado.
dark time.
It's a dark time.
No mostraron nada.
Bad time. Does that mean it's gonna just be all dark and serious?
It's amazing.
Está mejor la campaña del
All right, so I think people are now anxiously want to know, like, when can we play the
W2?
game?
It will be holiday of next year,
FIFA, qué asco.
2019, not this year.
Iba a criticar FIFA
sorry
porque
to
cada año
dash
es lo
any
mismo,
hopes.
pero luego recordé
But
Forza.
now that we know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh yeah.
Nuevo juego de
Vince,
Star Wars.
it was
De
great
los
to see you.
creadores
Thanks
de
for stopping
Titanfall.
by the show today. We do have a little bit more news on
Eso
Star
suena
Wars, so I'm
interesante,
going
¿no?
to toss it over
Ya.
to Dennis.
Sí, ya van a hablar de Star Wars. Lo hablo.
Mira, por fin algo bueno de EA.
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at.
Ese hello there es el meme. No sé si lo ubiques.
I'm really happy and excited to
¿Cuál?
be here today, so thank you so much
Que
for a little bit.
en la de.
Game in November of last year.
En la 3, en la de Star Wars 3,
Didn't get it.
el Obi-Wan
So instead of coming out of the gate,
de repente dice desaparece cuando va por General Grievous
and
y la hacen meme.
we were
Es
delivering the game
verdad.
that our players really wanted. So
Bueno.
we decided to completely overhaul
Tienes
our
toda la
progression
razón.
system
Buen guiño.
and add
No,
Qué divertido, ¿verdad?
character
Sí.
cosmetics
Estoy bien
for players
chispito.
to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And
Ya.
thank you. It turned out to be by
papi,
far
dime
the
que no
most
lo tienes que
popular
matar, por
update of
favor.
the game, and the team loved building
Que
Ewoks.
pongan gameplay, ¿no? Yo quiero controlarlos.
So, as you might know, we're
Pues sí,
currently
pues es counting
in our
mode.
Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really
Ya salió
dangerous
la película,
place,
¿no?
and it features the return
Ah,
of one of our
ya.
favorite
Escucho
modes,
mal. Escucho
Extraction.
mal.
So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will
O sea, va a
allow
ser un
you
DLC.
to team up much easier and
Perfecto.
play with your friends.
Lo tomo.
We're also adding a new starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale
Fíjate que no he visto la película.
multiplayer sandbox
Yo tampoco,
experience
me quedo
focused
con ganas de
around
verla.
capturing command
Pero pues
posts,
Pero dijiste que le ibas a ver, ¿no?
attacking and
no,
taking
no se
out
me hizo.
capital ships. But that's not all.
Pobre imbécil.
We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited
Ese vato es pillo, ¿no? Pelo en blanco
to
y con pelo de
we're
color.
going deep into the Clone Wars. It's only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront.
En tu puta de...
So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce
Ah,
the
Mira.
most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes,
Buen
he will be
personaje.
going up against
ese
my
vato
own personal
cantaba en
favorite,
el Slipknot, ¿no?
Master
Por la
Obi-Wan
máscara.
Kenobi. Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years. So, but we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku,
No.
También.
as well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
Wow.
Vamos
The
a
team
ver
at
toda la
home
historia de
is
Star Wars
extremely
para hacer
excited to be
hype.
building all of these cool things. EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront. We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you, may the Force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3.
Parece como
Y la
si
fuerza
alguien atrás le dijera lo que tuviera que decir, ¿no? Así, pero feo. No, casi con sus palabras.
Yo digo que lo ensayó, así macheteado.
Sí, lo ensayó, pero... Ajá, exacto, sí.
Y te digo que los modelos de esos se ven buenos. Sea lo que sea.
Esa madre, no me acuerdo cómo se llama, pero es un juego ya que ya tenía...
Hi, it's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest, you find hope. And you form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure. So welcome to Unravel 2.
Cooperativo, ¿no? Ahora.
Sí. Fíjate que están bonitos los modelos.
It's a game about fresh starts.
Parecen esas imágenes que se ponían todas en el Messenger. ¿Te acuerdas?
Sí.
De esos que eran unas cajitas con unos triángulos en boca y unos ojitos.
Sí.
Son esos.
You see, it's all
Le
made
pegaron a
to be
la nostalgia
played
entonces.
with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend. But there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure. This game, it's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now. So I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage. He's a producer at Coldwood. And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
Está muy bien, fíjate que muestran así el gameplay.
So this wasn't prepared.
Caray.
Del software de programación.
Sí, está mucho mejor. O sea, ya muestran ahí todo.
You can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game. And we actually tried to include a bit more of those because we figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments, places that were like fun and
Está
exciting.
bastante bueno para una plataforma, ¿eh? Un juego plataforma.
Sí, se ve que es como fluido de que hasta que te encuentras un pixel ya...
You can split apart into two and switch back and forth between the two characters because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in at this. Yeah, come join me.
So I'm going to be the red one.
Okay. Be the blue one. I'll be blue. A little celebratory flip there. And the bird is back to us.
Ya se lo saben, no cuenta.
Playing it safe here now. Oops, I'll swing. All right. Nice. And I'll catch you. There you go. Can I swing now? Okay, you go
Lo que
ahead.
me gusta mucho es la gallina, güey. Es lo malo.
Oh. Okay, this is the scary part. Let's see if we can. Got it? Oh, very nice.
¿Qué pedo con lo de las imágenes de atrás?
No sé, me imagino que debe tener algo así como historia easter egg. ¿Me explico?
Oh, sweet, well done. Okay, I'll go up and distract the grass. I'll sneak up here.
Mira.
Okay, your turn. Yeah, look at me.
Ah, mira, sí es
Keep him up with
player.
Now I'll go.
Sí, están jugando los dos.
Sí.
All right. I'll pull you up. There you go.
Está muy bueno como que
Now we
para
can breathe
estar en
again.
una noche, ¿no?
Finally. Or can we?
Sí. ¿Ya? No,
So that's a quick little look at Unravel 2. And yeah, I really hope you like it. And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort in so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love
Creo
you.
que eso te lo puedes aventar en Unity. Estoy casi seguro.
Al final el azul se muere, estoy seguro.
No creo, van a ser felices, ¿no? Mira, está buena la rolita que le pusieron, Opiniones, es hermoso.
Y ahora son eléctricos. Son electricistas. Y ahora son bomberos.
Y aquí el grupo de WhatsApp le pone un 7 de 10. ¿Tú qué le pones, amigo?
Yo diría que un 8 está muy bien. Se ve pulido gráficamente a lo que es. En gameplay se ve fluidísimo.
Yo le doy un 8.5.
Y
nada más no le doy el 9 porque sé que te lo puedes aventar en una noche y como que después de un rato se vuelve muy lineal.
Thank you, Martin.
Pero sí le doy el 8.5
apenas jugarlo, ¿no? También ver la calidad de los pixels que puede haber. Podría que los pasen.
And I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my
Bueno,
kids.
yo le doy un 8.5 para
But
subir a
what's
9.
even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right. You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
¿Para qué consola?
So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood. Back in 2015,
Eso salió para, bueno, lo que acabamos de ver salía para PlayStation. No sé si lo vayan a expandir.
Bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out.
Así es.
I think we all kind of remember that.
Este juego es un cooperativo. Creo que tienen que salir de la cárcel o algo así, como puedes ver. Entonces tenías que ayudarte de tu amigo, así como en el otro.
And you all loved
y
it.
tenías que estar coordinado, básicamente.
Players in the first 2 weeks.
Como
On
las
the way
misiones
out, it's such a
cooperativas de
huge
Splinter
success
Cell.
that Joseph and his team
Sí.
are expanding and moving
igualito.
into a new studio. So stories like
Pero creo
this
que más enfocado a eso.
and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Thank you, Patrick. I still remember
¿Se vino corriendo o qué?
during the pitch how
Sí, yo digo que andaba cagando o algo así.
afterwards, like our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited.
Se está cagando. Lo acaba de decir. Se está cagando.
Thank you. We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is
Por
simply
tus
amazing.
pujidos somos indie.
Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying
survival, ¿no?
concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how the concept seems to just float out of me right into the hand and onto the paper.
Muéstrame el gameplay, ya no me importa
This is
tu
also why so
opinión.
many people can instantly connect with the game.
Todo lo que le llevó a desarrollarlo,
It's
a
not
desarrollar
a
el juego,
made
no
up
importa.
story, even though that it takes
No, está hablando del trasfondo de cómo se conectaron. No.
Por eso.
Eso no me importa.
we try to
No
show
me
how
importa
people
eso.
experience
A nadie le
different
importa.
kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and families see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways, so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience.
Está bueno entonces el nuevo Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Está bueno.
A bit deeper, can reveal a whole emotional world.
Está bueno el remaster.
Ya no está el rey,
Sea of
entonces
Solitude
tiene que
is
ser otro
about a
barco.
young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger, some would be better off a little smaller.
Mira, me agrada el arte.
To embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
Is this real?
¿Es hora de aventura?
Ahí está el gameplay.
This world that I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul. I know child
Ahí estaba el mal.
and no fortunes.
Se ve interesante, fíjate.
I've just chased you so long now.
Mira, ese es Yabu Yabu, ¿no?
Sí.
Y el pájaro
Confirmado el Legend of Zelda, sea bueno.
y el pájaro era el vegano, ¿no? ¿Era Irule? Ahí está, Zelda. Le faltó algo, decirme algo. A ese juego.
No, ese ve muy bueno.
Se ve bueno, pero...
Yo 10 de 10.
Nada más porque es Zelda.
Se ve bueno, me gusta el concepto ese de que estés inmerso en ti mismo.
Ajá.
Y estés tan solo como tan junto con tan la oscuridad, por así decirlo, solo y no solo.
2K19.
Más negros, más altos.
Just remember though, wherever you call home, whenever you're fit, or however you ball, you're on my court. I'm the one. And this is my squad.
¿Sabes de NBA Live?
Qué feo.
Ya le volvieron a cambiar el nombre a los NBA.
No sé si te fijaste en el último stage, eran una favela, ¿eh?
Sí.
Yo me sentí insultado.
It's a big night for young Kiv. He's been stuck at the quarterfinals.
And here he is now in his first championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
Third and four, throws it low. T.Y. drops it.
That was a
phenomenal read. También va a haber torneo.
He's got the lead, 40-19.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have a
Parece que como el mero bueno, ¿no? ¿Este vato?
Porque es el campeón del año pasado, ¿no? Sí. 18.
Okay, baby, how you doing?
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already starting. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the
Yuyu Kakusho, el presentador de hoy.
Celebrations. That's pretty fire. I like that a lot. As you guys know, this is Young Kiv, Madden 18, Madden champion. Like, give it up for Young Kiv, y'all. Give it up. Young Kiv, how has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
It's I've always been a competitor.
No, yo siempre tomé mi chocomil. El chocomil es bueno. Yo siempre me puse a jalar. Y gracias a eso, llegué a donde estoy.
Antes de que continúes tu chiste, dijiste chocomil porque el presentador es negro.
Wow, okay. So the key to
porque puede ser muy
no, pendejo, obviamente no.
Ah, ok, debes aclararlo, ¿eh? Yo lo tomé así, lo tomé como un insulto, amigo.
Me gusta mucho el outfit del negro, por cierto. O sea, esas cortinas de pantalón y ese amarillo fuerte está con madre.
Así bien
okay, now the past few years,
bien de los barrios
se ve que sí.
Devastating losses. I've been so close so many times. I made the final.
Sí le entra, ¿sabes?
All those losses made me get.
Se ve que sí le pega duro.
And that's how I got this belt.
That's
Y el otro es Kurt Cobain, básicamente.
On that belt for you. Well, today,
el otro es puro relleno.
First look.
Dijeron, necesitamos
sí,
presentar el juego, pero no sabemos cómo. Trade al campeón.
¿Por qué ponen al champion y no hablan del juego?
Round 2, so we're out. Have a good day.
¿Es relleno, pues?
Sí. No incorporación.
¿Viste la camisa del vato ese que decía Manning?
Ajá.
Es el que creó las fórmulas de la hidráulica, ¿eh? De hidráulica de canales, de hidráulica de los amos. Nada más como gato, ¿verdad? Para que quede.
Después de eso se dedicó al fútbol americano.
Se dedicó al americano, nos tomó chocomil todos los días. Y ahora míralo. Todo un anime.
Would you let the moment define you? Or will you define the moment?
No me habló nada de esa madre.
Pues de ese tipo de deportes, ¿qué te puede decir?
Que me demuestre algo. No sé.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius,
Regresa la
professional
palabra clave,
shoutcaster,
es un
here
juego de
alongside
deportes, no puede
Redwood
mostrar
Studios
nada.
General Manager Michael
¿Nada?
Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah.
¿Por qué ya no hacen los FIFA Street y esas madres?
Fíjate que cuando pasaron de básquet me quedé pensando también en los streets. Estaban muy buenos, eran muy fluidos
Sure thing.
esas
The
madres.
objective is straightforward.
¿Y por qué los dejaron de hacer? No entiendo.
Unit control,
Porque
super simple. Just
no
tap
quieren
it,
que el público
tap
lo
destination,
disfrute.
unit automatically moves there. The most efficient way to destroy the
Mira,
opponent's
Tower
base is
Defense.
with this giant nuclear missile.
Es el Star Wars.
Map. Control the missile.
Fíjate que quería jugarlo cuando lo vi, pero
A bar fills
voy a
up when the
poner.
missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up will fire the missile. Take
¿Sí es el
2
Star Wars?
missiles to destroy the enemy's base and win. That's it.
Sounds great, Michael. Well, enough talking about it. Let's
Ninguna de
get to
esas
this
cosas me
match.
parece Star Wars, déjame te
All right,
digo.
ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup lined up for you here
Es que sí
today.
tenía entendido que EA tenía un juego de estrategia así, de Star Wars. Pero esa madre se ve bien rara.
Make some noise for In Control.
Pareciera un Tower Defense.
Yes. His opponent, fighting for the red side of the room, a competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night.
¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo dijo?
No te entendí ni ver.
Me ofendió, ¿eh? Me ofendió. Dijo... Sí.
Now, Mike, it's going to be a real clash of these gaming styles and the
is.
competitive backgrounds that these players have. It should be a great
Totally.
match.
It really is. I can't wait.
All right, are the players ready? Let's get
Qué
this
incómoda silla, güey. Se ve que se la están pasando mal ahí.
Let's kick this off. Nice little
Como que se
strategy
intentan
game
acomodar y no
out
pueden.
there. It's a good genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in, and we are ready to kick.
Se me hace que no se sienten... Se me hace raro que no se sienten en su espalda, ¿no? Como la gente normal.
Been deployed,
Que
and
no
the
se
action
recarguen.
begins
Pues
like
es que
any
no hay donde
strategy game.
recargarte, me
The
explico.
combat will be the focus. We have
En la espalda, hasta abajo.
Nothing too crazy.
Y aquí podemos ver Halo Wars. En efecto, es Halo Wars.
Players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick at Night being able to reach it a little bit first in a strategy game. That flank position, that In Control is going from the top side, also very important as Nick at Night's forces have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a
¿De qué me sirve ver lo que hacen en pantalla? ¿Me explico?
Pero ahí tienes el celular, mira.
with Rhino. It's gonna
Por eso, o sea, ¿de qué me sirve ver lo que hacen en el celular? Que puedo ver la pantalla full y me la achican toda.
Deploy them will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
Para que veas cómo se
with some
pica.
attack bikes in the top.
Vamos al gameplay.
In Control placing the turret on the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest position. We can see that the missile is beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important
Al parecer, controlas lo del medio, ¿no? Y lanzas el misil a base. Sí, ves que la base tiene una vida.
Sí, sí.
He's done a great job of holding that down with the turret, and now he's redeploying his vehicles to the south side, bringing out more infantry to deal with the attack bikes. And as that economy ramps up, of course, we're seeing bigger and more powerful units come out. We have there the drill
Qué pedazo con drill.
side to help
There it
flank
is. Putting
those
some
flank
flamethrowers. Right, absolutely. Again, those are going to tear through those infantry.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his first tank. That's going to be used to try and help push back these smaller forces as he makes his way to the south.
Yo tengo una duda, ¿por qué no juegan los coreanos?
Control of Nick at Night. He will have the missiles. We see
Porque la
Esos juegos son de coreanos.
la partida de 2 horas,
See
¿no?
if In Control can get around to that top
Bien,
corner.
¿cómo se la rompe?
No, se acaban rápido.
Contest the missile, putting
¿No has visto los de StarCraft de Corea?
Ay, pero
Son unas bestias.
Of those units minutes is another big
Los
factor.
güeyes
The
explican
strategy,
como
holding
8
those
cosas al mismo
locations is
tiempo.
so crucial as In Control begins.
Por eso es lo mismo aquí.
Spot another tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing up
8 dedos así, 20 dedos en la pantalla.
Very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
With another turret, In Control flanks, he takes the top, that missile
Yeah.
fires.
Ahí está el primero.
Chernobyl, de su madre.
One shot away from being knocked out here, as the next one will start to ready up in just a moment's time. In Control's very heavy artillery force is doing a great job at taking control of the map.
¿Qué pasa si los recursos se acaban?
And we can see
Me
as
imagino
the
que
more
te van dando
Nick's
con el
forces
tiempo.
move up towards that north position, those harvesters, of course, very crucial, very important to protect those, as your economy allows you to get these big late game units. The units are going to come out a bit more slowly as you get more of them on the field. But In Control is just spreading his forces out, trying to hold this advantage that he's had so far.
El blanco lo está destruyendo,
Trying to
déjame
get
te
in there,
digo.
but there's a great turret placement in Control.
Está arreglado.
And just ripping through again those infantry.
Es de esos juegos que tienen un escalado muy rápido hacia un lado.
Yeah, bringing the flank, of course, those flame guys do amazing damage.
Por lo que veo también tiene héroes, ¿no? Yo no veo que el otro saque
Coming out from
los drills para sacar unidades.
infantry on the south side as well to deal with that tank. Going for counters, trying to scout out and see what your opponent is doing and make the proper response is so important in strategy.
Absolutely. Nick at Night cruising around, thinking about
Ya se la está pelando ya.
coming around the far
Ya está
side
remontando.
for those rhinos. Looks like he's really pressing it.
And we see that missile is starting to get close to firing with 3 zones in control for Nick and Knight.
Ah, ok, ya te entendí. Cada zona es para el cohete. Cada una de esas 3 zonitas que está de color.
Sí, tienes que
Tiene que controlarlas.
para el cohete.
Gonna rip and this little watch out for this missile.
And Nick and Knight
¿Será?
fire that one off and settle for next missile is gonna end it.
Next missile wins.
Es Clash Royale, fíjate.
Sí.
Pero desde otra perspectiva.
But
Está interesante.
Knight's done a great job of getting map presence and now also harassing the economy of
There he
In
is.
Control.
Yep. Wow. Okay, we've got our first mammoth tank on the board. If Nick Control can get this in position, he's going to do some serious damage.
That missile just past halfway ready. He's also bringing out his first air unit
Wow.
to deal with those.
A lot going on here.
It's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just
El
needs
misil de abajo ya va a estar
Missile
listo.
is nearly going to fire.
It can be
That's 80%.
stolen at any
Where is it going to go?
Pero
Is he going to get
Ya,
el rojo sacó.
exactamente.
Ya.
Serio.
gonna take it, defeating Nick and
That was
Knight here
legit.
for one.
¿Sabes qué? El rojo, ¿te acuerdas de Advance Wars? Que podías ahorrar para un tanquezote redondito.
I just came to make
Sí.
mammoth tanks.
Lo
so
guardó el
I've done
vato
my
y no le
job.
salió la
Absolutely.
estrategia.
That was awesome. We saw a little bit of everything right there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Nathanius, Nick and Knight, and In Control.
Dejó pasar
Parece un juego de esos de gratis, ¿no? Que tienen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Que al principio son muy amigables y ya cuando quieres jugar chido te la empiezan a hacer lento el juego para que pierdas el tiempo y cosas así o metas dinero.
we're giving players complete, continuous control of their armies in quick, competitive, head-to-head
¿Cómo le
matches
llaman?
that are
No, no
fueled
es
by
pay to win.
skill and strategy. Now,
Que
rivals will be
comienzan
coming to
rápido,
iOS and Android
pero a
devices,
mid-game
but I'm excited
se
to
hacen muy
announce
lentos.
that Android players can play the pre-alpha.
Sí, que tienes que los cofres se tardan mucho o ocupas un nivel o levelear algo
Sí.
And we
y
can't
eventualmente tardas mucho.
Please let us know what you
Así
think.
son los juegos.
Thank you.
Mira, Halo 6, Andy. Halo 1. No es su madre. Es el Command & Conquer, ¿no?
Es el trailer del juego que acabamos de ver, ¿no?
Sí. Sí.
Creo que
La Advance Wars. Está bueno, la Advance Wars, está bueno.
creo que hubiera estado mejor primero el trailer, ¿no? Que el gameplay.
Pues sí. Creo que ya es cuestión de gustos. Ya, si el Aranx le gana al negro, yo me voy.
La transición de animaciones. Me encanta.
¿Sí, no? Y el cohete simboliza el pene del hombre y la supremacía del hombre.
¿Y por qué la mujer lanzó un pene?
Before we close the show with a spectacular epic, and
Buena analogía, Chuy.
share a few final things. I'm blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams, and what I can say about us, is that we are always trying to learn
que la
and
cinemática
listen
esté chida,
and
pero el
strive
juego
to
es
be
una
better.
mierda de
And
celular.
so, as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through.
Y ahora más
First,
opiniones.
that at the very core is
¿Cuál
choice.
pinche espectáculo
Is that you as
épico?
players get to choose
Pinche
how you
presentador,
play, what you
puños.
play, when you play, and what
Estuvo de
devices
la
you
verga
play
su
on.
conferencia.
That in making those choices, you
Yo no
feel
lo
that
digo,
you are
amigos,
treated
son
fairly.
las
That no
opiniones del
one is given
WhatsApp.
an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play.
Yo digo que va muy bien hasta ahorita en la conferencia.
So much of your life into the games we
Yo
make,
digo que
and
era
for
lo que
every moment
podíamos
you
esperar
invest,
de
you
EA.
feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun. That we move past the
Increíblemente creo
grind,
que
and that
sorprendieron
these are
con los
experiences
monitos de
that
lana. Con
truly
el
enhance your lives.
Unravel, ¿o cómo se llamaba?
And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know
Sí,
that
Wind
we
Waker,
want to be
así
better,
es, Chuy,
and
así
we want
es.
to make great games. And that as much as we love making games, and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program.
Bueno,
where we
mañana
show
de qué
the
sigue la
world
conferencia,
how the
de
power
quién
of
sigue.
play can be a positive force for
Bethesda.
social change.
Mañana es de Xbox y Bethesda.
Participated in 9
También
in-game
Xbox.
challenges in our games,
Sí.
working millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday threat. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support.
Gracias por tu dinero.
Thousands of us at EA
Las
and millions of
microtransacciones no
you
son de
together
Oskis,
doing
van para
immeasurable
la
good because we love games. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for the incredible privilege of making games for all of you. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
The gods vanished.
God of War 2 confirme.
Our world in chaos. Creating. Altering.
Mira, de canción tiene una de Muse, por cierto.
Destroying. The anthem is all that remains.
Déjame decirte que se ve interesante. Vamos a ver si no la cagan.
These walls can't protect us forever.
Halo 3. Ah, ya. Esto le tienen unos trajes y pueden maniobrar así en el aire. Creo que ya había visto un trailer de ellos.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, exactamente. En efecto, Wind Waker Iron Man de Halo 3 confirmado. Confirmado. Esta canción de Muse me gusta mucho, por cierto. Aunque ahí la modificaron, ¿verdad? Pero...
Ajá.
El Master Chief fue su madre. El Warframe, ¿no?
Mira. Si lo haces así por misiones, así tipo capturar o matar algo, tipo Monster Hunter, creo que estaría muy bueno esa cosa.
Pues apenas ver para creer.
También sabes cómo estaría bueno esa cosa, una especie de Borderlands. Quedaría muy bien. Pero vamos a ver cómo lo desarrollan.
Supongo que nos van a presentar el trailer y van a decir, no, estuvo chido, ¿verdad? Y ya.
Sobres.
It's so cool every time I see it.
Chocan
So,
las manos
I
y
know
los
all of
puños y
you,
se van.
like me, have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm going to bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzard. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today. Just got a little game to show, right?
Yep.
It's going to be very exciting. So Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day. But
¿Dónde consigues esas sillas, por favor,
you
dime?
came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans.
Mira, ahí está la misma pregunta en el
Super
WhatsApp.
satisfying to come back to it, and
Se ven incómodas a
continue the
morir.
legacy of the studio, and that's kind of where it started with Anthem. Is just thinking about, what is the evolution of a BioWare game, and we wanted to create a brand new world for
Me
people to
agrada
discover,
tu
a whole
pensamiento,
new
tu
world
vista
of
desde otro
story and
ángulo de
character.
poner
But we also
atención a
wanted
las
to do
sillas
something that was,
en
more
una
of a
conferencia de
dynamic and
videojuegos.
living world,
Nunca
a
lo
game that
hubiera
would
visto
change
así yo.
every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with stories sort of bolted on the side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things
¿Cómo ha cambiado ese cuadro?
because you're mixing
A lo largo de toda la presentación.
Now you could build a solution to that, but you have to really build it
Tal
into
vez
the
era el
core of
easter
the
egg
game.
de
That's what
EA.
we tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is.
Sí, estás viendo el juego ese que está
and this is
en medio como una
our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus.
Bueno, ya lo viste, olvídalo. Se veía medio raro el sprite ese.
Rewards.
Sí, mira, aquí te puedo enviar tres.
And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single-player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear when from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So, Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new story from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us,
Están maquillando las respuestas.
not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that...
Y me está diciendo, sí, va a tener todo eso, y va a tener más, y va a estar chido.
So,
Éntrenle.
at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this
Superman 64.
creation. And the chaos of those things pushing against each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop.
¿Para qué me ponen el early concept?
Work goes into
Sí, ya
Si yo quiero, me explico, si yo quiero ya el producto.
Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process
Te
of
fijas que
creating
solo
a
ponen
game
al
like
personaje
from scratch?
sin ninguna interacción
Yeah,
con
it's
el
something
medio
we've done
ambiente o
a
con
few times
enemigos.
at BioWare. And really
Sí, parece que nada más muestran el paisaje y cómo se ve bonito las luces.
we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So, like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we.
La fecha que tenían es para el otro año, ¿no?
That's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually.
Supongo que aún se está puliendo.
To bring out a certain experience.
Obviamente.
And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there, we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and it's a really great concept to write.
¿De qué me sirve ver las seasons, ver las storms, ver todo eso si no estoy jugando un juego de granja? ¿Sabes?
And that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
Por los monstruos que pueden
But
salir, ¿no?
all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound
Porque
really
va a
cool
ser
the way
un
that
No, ¿para qué?
come together. But
That's
even though
it.
there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exosuits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world because the world will kill you.
Okay.
On top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, they've discovered a way they think to weaponize the anthem of creation. And so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
Now, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and
¿Sabes
there
qué
are
se me hace
four,
muy interesante?
and
Que
they
le
each
estén
have
dedicando más
unique abilities.
tiempo a
There's the
este juego
Ranger,
relativamente nuevo,
and then there's the
del
Colossus,
cual no tienen
the
mucho
Interceptor, and finally
que a
the Storm.
los demás.
Yeah, so each javelin gives you a different way to.
Tal vez no sea un buen juego, o sea, están apostando mucho.
Captain said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage it, or the javelins that your friends are using.
Lo que están haciendo,
So
si
really what
se
this
ve
allows us
que
to do is we've built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things.
Mira, números,
really designed for
RPG,
Sí, parece un
Mass Effect.
Warframe. Es Warframe.
No, hombre, eso es
but
Mass
able to
Effect,
really
papi.
pack in big weapons that let them devastate.
Mass Effect. Es Warframe.
I'm just going to say the Storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too. So the javelins look awesome, but we're going to take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from @It'sSweetNicole, who asks,
Mass
as a
Effect
player
3,
who is all
antes de
about
que
making
todos
their
fuera la
character their
mierda.
own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their
Mira,
javelin
no
plays.
esperabas eso, ¿verdad?
Vas a poder comprar tu skin por un precio pequeñito.
As well as changing the actual geometry of the suit
$1
itself.
por
We want
parte del
teams to be
cuerpo.
able to do this as well. And because you're going to be using
Y si no, farmeas chingos.
we really want you to be able to make it your own.
I'm glad you brought that up because actually, Jay Legato has a question connected to customization. Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics.
¿Cómo me la vas a meter?
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase. but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power.
Sí.
So that means
Gracias.
no ability to spend money
Pura
on
skin.
gameplay advantage at all within Anthem. But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an
Dijeron, ya
immersive
no
experience
queremos
that feels
más
like
nombres
it's
sobre esto.
complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All
¿Le gusta la rosa?
You talked earlier
Confirmado.
about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem's going to work?
Yeah, it really is about, the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So, I think here we're going to see the Colossus, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay. If we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, in melee combat. And then here you got the Ranger shooting down from above. And then they're using combo.
No sé cuál de lo que es.
Stuff like that. So what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's interesting because at the Sleep Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people feels like a choice.
Fíjate que va a tener la mecánica de Borderlands.
The story,
Está bueno de uno, pero para
going
5
over to an open
misiones
world like
y
this,
lo tienes que
by
jugar
yourself is
multiplayer a
going to
huevo
be a
para
little
que
bit more
esté chido.
challenging than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun even for people that don't
Se ve bien,
in this kind of
pero
thing. I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Okay, that's good to know if you want to...
No sé, creo que tenemos que esperar a que ver más.
A little bit more difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay?
Por favor.
Yeah? You guys want that? All right, so
Yo digo que estás viendo la esencia de Borderlands.
So, you and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid
Disparos.
weapon, so you got to take
Se llama la misión, ¿no?
So you start in the Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah,
Y te agarras a
get into
putazos.
your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Eso es un gameplay, déjame decirte.
Mira, Xenoblades.
Freelancer, time to get to work.
Faye said these bastards made some kind of acid to use.
La nueva nave de Star Wars.
Find where they're making
De la TT.
Shut it all down.
Está buena la animación de cuando entran a... El mundo Xenoblades, déjame te digo.
What's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
Se ve bueno el Titanfall.
Right. Checking out the scar camp some more.
Look at all the weapons. Oh, and the turrets. Better move quickly.
Ciao, Colossus.
It's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby.
Fíjate que si le ponen voces difíciles a esa madre, estaría muy bueno.
¿Cómo voces? ¿A qué te refieres?
Jefes.
Ah, voces de jefes.
Sí, sí, sí. De que uno te la pele y obviamente el multiplayer aumenta la dificultad y que de una party te la estés pelando. Estaría muy bueno.
Return them to the relic. You've got to silence it fast.
Pero que no lo puedas pasar, ¿me explico? Que tengas que farmear 2 horas antes de cada boss.
Así como lo veo, me gustaría que sí sea de mucha movilidad.
It's got silence. Disaster averted.
De esos de que si eres bueno te lo puedes aventar con level bajo. Pero tienes que esquivar todo.
No, pero...
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever lady.
Que juegue mucho con todo el environment.
Sí, sí.
Your position.
Que lo explote lo más posible.
There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it. We should find the source.
Pero no tiene tanta interacción con el mundo.
No, pero lo que decían ahí es, por ejemplo, el clima, que se podían romper, se podían matar el clima, por ejemplo. Mira lo que tú decías de los bosses.
Sí. Se ve prometedor. La canción de los Avengers, ¿no?
How cool is that? I'm so hyped, you guys.
Yep, and that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets. Thank you so much again to Casey and the entire BioWare team. I know you guys have that awesome theater outside, so I will see you guys there.
All right.
Give it up for Casey Hudson, everybody. I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now, some of what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No? You're like, I just want to go outside into the
Vayan a su casa, pinche perder el tiempo.
Me voy a darle 3 a descargar su mierda.
The FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin.
Sobres.
I'm going to head outside and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference, and have a great weekend.
Bueno, ¿qué te parece si corta el video y damos la conclusión?
Bueno.
Solo deja que llegue el momento que se acabe el videito, así para no cortarlo de chingazo. Y se acabó el video.
Hi guys, my name is Chu.
Bueno, ¿qué te pareció, Fifi?
Pues no esperaba nada de ellos. Por ejemplo, ya sabíamos lo de los deportes, siempre lo hacen cada año.
sinceramente.
En cuanto a los indies, yo digo que están muy bien para lo que son.
Sí.
Y parece que van a estar bien.
Y este último Atem, ¿qué te parece?
Se ve que le van a apostar mucho.
Le están apostando.
Yo diría que hay que esperar un poco por lo menos a final de año y poder verlo ya en sus fases finales para poder opinar mejor.
Pues sí.
Pero se ve bien hasta ahorita como lo mostraron.
Yo digo que esta conferencia era justamente lo que esperamos de EA. Deportes, nada extraordinario, y pues los indies creo que fueron de lo que sorprendió más, a mi punto de vista. Hicieron unos buenos indies. Así que pues en total a la conferencia yo le doy un 7.
Creo que por parte de los indies yo diría que se podría explotar más. Creo que también deberían de darle oportunidad a más indies. Y no, o sea, está bien que se vayan por parte de un solo juego, pero no sé. No sé si sea una buena idea.
Es apostar mucho, le están jugando a todo o nada.
Yo diría que la conferencia sería igual de un 6 sobre 10. Yo diría igual.
Pues bueno, espero que les haya agradado esta transmisión, estas opiniones que son de nosotros. Cabe de recalcarlo porque mucha gente cree que somos la verdad, pero no, solamente nuestra opinión. ¿Unas palabras para despedirte, Fifi?
Chingas a todos y ya.
Sobres.